This is the Prophecy Project. Understanding the times, the nations in military conflicts, with Bible teacher and author Alan Bonk.
Welcome. This is a new series of prophecy videos, at least 16. It is now 2022 and things are changing all around us. By that, I mean the world, its plagues and governments are going out of control. This is a study of the second book of Ezra, which is also called for Ezra. I will not attempt to make any judgments concerning the author or the exact time of the original writing. I do want to discern the message and intent of the author, and also compare them to the Jewish prophets, Old and New Testaments. Some scholars of our times set the appearance of the book to between 70 and 90 AD. I want you to know that I've read no other commentaries on this book. My comments will be my own. The 70 AD date would place the book after the destruction of the Jewish temple. Within the book, Ezra is told that some of his writings are to be published at the time they are written, and that anyone can be allowed to read them. But the rest of the books should only be given to those who Ezra judges to be worthy and capable of understanding and coping with the message. The decisions as to when and who should be given the book after Ezra's death would have been made by those who received the book from Ezra during his lifetime. It's likely that the book was made more available after the destruction of the temple in 70 AD. I am less concerned with the timing of the book than with the content and implications. I will read and outline the entire book and comment on what I feel is relevant for us today. Please understand, I am a teacher, not a professional narrator. As I read the text, I may stumble or mispronounce words at times. Please ignore them and concentrate on the message. I will display the entire text of the Ezra book so you can see and know specifically what it says. At the end of the study, I will provide a summary of my own thoughts about the book, such things as timing and the subjects that are not expounded by any other of the prophets of the Bible. Topics like the destruction of Turkey and the British Empire, also the land of Arsareth. For Ezra Chapter 1, verses 1 through 3. These verses lay out the genealogy of the man Ezra. It is basically matches the biblical genealogy found in the biblical book of Ezra. Some copies of Ezra 2 have a glitch in the second verse where the names Arna and Osias are missing. They are, however, included in our text. Verse 1. The book of the prophet Ezra, the son of Sarias, the son of Azarias, the son of Helkias, the son of Sadamias, the son of Sadok, the son of Aktub, the son of Achias, the son of Phinehas, the son of Heli, the son of Amarias, the son of Azai, the son of Meremoth, the son of Arna, the son of Ozias, the son of Borith, the son of Abisai, the son of Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, of the tribe of Levi, which was captive in the land of the Medes in the reign of Artaxerxes, king of the Persians. Ezra states that he was captive in the land of the Medes in the reign of Artaxerxes, king of the Persians. That would be 456 to 425 BC. This is almost 500 years before the destruction of the Jewish temple in 70 AD. We continue, verse 4. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Go thy way, and show thy people their sinful deeds, and their children their wickedness, which they have done against me, that they may tell their children's children, because of the sins of their fathers are increased in them. For they have forgotten me, and have offered unto strange gods. Am not I he that brought them out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage? But they have provoked me unto wrath, and despised my counsels. Pull thou off then the hair of thy head, and cast all evil upon them. For they have not been obedient unto my law, but it is a rebellious people. How long shall I forbear them, unto whom I have done so much good? Many kings have I destroyed for their sakes, Pharaoh and his servants, and all his power have I smitten down. All the nations have I destroyed before them, and in the east I have scattered the people of 2 provinces, even Tyrus and Sidon, and have slain all their enemies. Speak thou therefore unto them, saying, Thus saith the Lord, I led you through the sea, in the beginning gave you a large and safe passage. I gave you Moses for a leader and Aaron for a priest. I gave you light in a pillar of fire, and great wonders have I done among you, yet ye have forgotten me, saith the Lord. Thus saith the Almighty Lord, the quails were as a token to you. I gave you tents for your safeguard. Nevertheless, ye murmured there, and triumphed not in my name for the destruction of your enemies. But ever to this day do ye murmur. Where are the benefits that I have done for you? When ye were hungry and thirsty in the wilderness, did ye not cry unto me, saying, Why hast thou brought us into this wilderness to kill us? It had been better for us to have served the Egyptians than to die in this wilderness. Then I had pity upon your mournings, and gave you manna to eat, so ye did eat angels' bread. When you were thirsty, did I not cleave the rock, and the waters flowed out to your fill? For the heat I covered you with leaves of trees. I divided among you a fruitful land. I cast out the Canaanites, the Perizzites, and the Philistines before you. What shall I do more for you, saith the Lord? Thus saith the Almighty Lord, when you were in the wilderness, in the river of the Amorites, being athirst, and blaspheming my name, I gave you not fire for your blasphemies, but cast a tree into the water, and made the waters sweet. What shall I do for thee, O Jacob? Thou Judah, wouldest not obey me. I will turn me to other nations, and unto those I will give my name, that they may keep my statutes, seeing that ye have forsaken me, and I will forsake you also. When ye desire me to be gracious unto you, I will have no mercy upon you. Whensoever ye shall call upon me, I will not hear you. For ye have defiled your hands with blood, and your feet are swift to commit manslaughter. Ye have not, as it were, forsaken me, but forsaken your own selves, saith the Lord. Thus saith the Almighty Lord, have I not prayed you as a father to his sons, and a mother for her daughters, and a nurse for her young babes, that you would be my people, and I should be your God? That ye would be my children, and I should be your father. I gathered you together as a hen doth gather her chickens under her wings. But now, what shall I do unto you? I will cast you out from my face. When you offer unto me, I will turn my face from you. For your solemn feast days, your new moons, and your circumcisions have I forsaken. I sent unto you my servants, the prophets, whom ye have taken and slain, and torn their bodies in pieces, whose blood I will require at your hands, saith the Lord. Thus saith the Almighty Lord, your house is desolate, I will cast you out as the wind doth stubble, and your children shall not be fruitful, for they have despised my commandment and done the thing that is evil before me. Ezra receives a call to go to God's people and to remind them what God has done for them, all the way from Egypt to the prophets of God. They killed the prophets and rejected the Lord. The Lord made their houses desolate. Sometimes it seems that Israel's faults come from just being careless, ignoring God. Is it any big deal, really, that they offend God? Can't he simply brush their offenses to the side? The answer is no. We find in verse 32 that they killed the prophets, the servants of God. They had torn their bodies in pieces and shed their blood. They will be held responsible for the blood, and God takes what happens to his servants very personally. They are in a special place in his throne room. Verses 35 through 37 are the people to come. Your houses will I give to a people that shall come, which not having heard of me, yet shall believe me, to whom I have showed no signs. Yet they shall do what I command them. They have seen no prophets, yet they shall call their sins to remembrance and acknowledge them. I take to witness the grace of the people to come, whose little ones rejoice in gladness, and though they have not seen me with bodily eyes, yet in spirit they believe the things I say. Now, my brother, behold what glory, and see the people that shall come from the east, unto whom I will give for leaders Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Hoseas, Amos, Micaias, Joel, Abdias, Jonas, Nahum, Habakkuk, Sophias, Ages, Zachary, Malachi, which is also called the angel of the Lord. 15 leaders and prophets are listed. They are associated with the people to come, which shall be a people of faith. They have not seen the Lord or the prophets, but they will believe and walk with God in spirit. The list of the patriarchs and prophets which are given to them seem to indicate that they have been grafted into Israel. This is not a new or unknown doctrine for Christians. Ephesians 2:12 through 14. That at that time ye were without Christ, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel, and strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope, and without God in the world. Now, in Christ Jesus, ye who were sometimes afar off are made nigh by the blood of Christ. For he is our peace, who hath made both one, and hath broken down the middle wall of partition between us. And again, in Romans 11:17, and thou, Gentiles, being a wild olive tree, wert grafted in among them, the Jews, with them partaketh of the root and fatness of the olive tree, which is the patriarchs and prophets. Not all of the Old Testament prophets are in the list above. The list is known to us today as the 12 minor prophets. I want to clarify the names of those on the list that don't match the King James Version spellings. Those names which do not match, I will ignore, or which do match, I will ignore. Hoseas is Hosea, Micaias is Micah, Abdias is Obadiah, Habakkuk is Habakkuk, Sophanis is Zephaniah, Ages is Haggai, and Malachi is Malachi. Now, these heathen people to come that God tells us about are covered in more detail in other chapters of this book in our study. Now, I have one final comment from chapter 1, verse 30. Is nearly identical to Matthew 23:37 and Luke 13:34. For Ezra 1:30 says, I have gathered you together as a hen gathers her chickens under her wings. But now, what shall I do unto you? I send unto you my servants, the prophets, whom ye have taken and slain and torn their bodies in pieces, whose blood I will require at your hands, saith the Lord. Your house is desolate. I will cast you out as the wind doth stubble. Your houses will I give to another people that shall come. Matthew 23:37. O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, which killeth the prophets, and stoneth them that are sent unto thee. How often I would have gathered thy children together, even as a hen gathereth her chickens under her wings, and she would not. Behold, your house is left unto you desolate. Now, this is the end of chapter 1. You can go to the next video in the series to continue to chapter 2 or to any other chapter you wish to view. Thank you.
This was only one session of many. Be sure to continue watching the Prophecy Project series. If you would like to read more information on this subject, you can find Alan's books on Amazon.com.